How's it going, guys? It is Blake here. So, I wanted to do a vlog today that's sort of, um, sort of kicking off my return to this channel. And it's just, I don't want this to be that long, but I do want it to cover a wide variety of things, but I'll try to keep things as brief and as short and as simple as I possibly can. Um, So it's pretty obvious that I haven't done a vlog in a very long time. As a matter of fact, I think the last proper vlog that I did was back in October. So quite a few months ago. It's been a while, and a lot has happened in the world since October, and um, you know everything has been changing and shifting a lot, and it's definitely affected me personally. It's kept me sidetracked from doing videos. It's kept me distracted. It's kept me even unmotivated at sometimes, and that's oh, I thought my dog was coming over. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of been, a lot of the reason why I haven't been doing videos as of recent. Now, during the end of 2016, I saw a downfall in my productivity and in my motivation and just in energy in general. Similar to what I saw in 2015, towards the end of 2015. I feel like the downfall this year was a lot worse, and it is really discouraging because when I made that big update vlog back in, I think it was around August or so, where I sort of detailed all of the stuff that, I wanted to finish under like the Avid entries before the end of the year. I was really set on finishing that stuff. I was really determined. I was really positive that I would be able to get most of it, if not all of it, finished. And while I am happy to say that I did get the two biggest projects done that I had planned, which was finishing the Season and Archers prologue audiobook, which I did finish in October. By the end of October, I finished it, which was what was planned, and the Ice Cave poetry collection, which has literally been sort of on hold, stalled, and in the works since 2011. I finally finished that. I revised all the stuff that I've written from so many years ago and edited it, and to the best of my ability at least, and released it. So that is out and done. And I did start on Median, which is the next main big project under the Avid entry sort of that I'm working on, which is that's the sequel to prologue of Season and Archers, obviously. So Season and Archers Median is what I'm currently working on now. It's what I'm still working on. It's what I haven't been working on a whole lot and need to catch up quite a bit on. But there was some stuff that I missed throughout the last few months of 2016 that I really wanted to finish. October, there was a mini poetry collection project that I wanted to do, which was Goodnight Grace. And then in the winter, wanted to finish it was a winter short poetry collection that was sort of going to tie into the story of Median a little bit. Not exactly directly, but it was pretty much set in the same universe. And I wasn't able to do that. And I also believe that I wanted to focus on finishing up sort of a holiday related music project, and I wasn't able to get to that at all. Like all those things I pretty much had to put on hold, just had to leave off, and yeah, it's really unfortunate that I didn't get that stuff done. Now, obviously, this trend is something that isn't completely foreign to me. I've started numerous things in my life and just have never finished them. Either I put them off and I leave them there until later and I just never get back to them, or I just completely cancel things altogether. Um, Now, 2017 is new year, and people make new goals all the time, and they never follow through with them. And without going into too much detail, I just want to emphasize how important 2017 is to me. It's extremely important to me, and the the emphasis on getting the things that I truly want to finish uh, done, getting those things done is so important. I almost feel like my life depends on it. I honestly don't think that I can properly stay together as a human being going through another full year and just not carrying out the things that I want to do, not fully carrying out the things I'm passionate about, and just not following my intuition and putting things on hold for unnecessary reasons and unnecessary stuff, and just not shaking the emotions and feelings of everyday life and continuing on with what I actually enjoy doing, what actually makes me happy, and what I feel like my actual calling is. I'm into a lot of different stuff, but I feel like compared to most people my age, I don't have all that much I have to do during my day-to-day life to the point where I have to put the things that I really enjoy doing on hold. I've made it a priority since I was very young. I mean, I guess since I was very young. I'm pretty young, I guess. But I've made it a priority since, my younger days to really focus on the things that I'm passionate about and the things that call me, and just not to focus so much on the stuff that I feel like holds me down, holds me back, slows my momentum, slows my energy. And I feel like this is something that I've sort of thought about during the end of 2016, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess recalculated it through my body, and now going forward with that mindset that I suppose I used to have, I have to take all this into account and just literally just move forward through 2017. I just cannot stop. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, because I do feel like it's really important for, I guess, anybody who watches these or anybody who's even subscribed to this channel, which isn't really that many people. But I just guess it's just really important for anybody who's viewing this to sort of, I mean, if you know me at all, like, I guess it's sort of important for you to know where I stand, like, in my life right now, and how important 2017 is for me. So this is a very extremely important year. Now, to put all of that on the side, I guess I could start getting into the evidentiary stuff and what's going to be going on, I guess, towards the end, or during this month and coming up and moving forward. So, if you guys didn't know, or maybe you do know, I started a brand new, or the Lords and Landscapes saga has continued. A brand new chapter has been born, or a brand new saga has been born from the Lords of Landscapes. It's continuing on with Lords and Landscapes Fates, which will be the saga for 2017. Yes, that's Lords and Landscapes Fates. That's literally the saga for 2017. Can I remember this month's chapter? This month's chapter, I believe, yes, it is entitled Rebirth. That is this month's chapter, and the latest entry, which was written a few weeks back, is actually up right now. And it's the first entry for Rebirth, so you can check that out now. It's on the website to read. And over on the Sanctuary, the In-Between is still continuing, and it's brand new chapter for the In-Between, which is The Rising Tide of Fate. That has kicked off this month, the month of February. This is the first chapter of 2017, so I didn't do one for January. I wasn't really writing under the Sanctuary in January, so The Rising Tide of Fate is the new chapter for the In-Between, and that kicked off this month. So I'm still continuing with the same format for as far as how the chapters go for both Lords and Landscapes and the Sanctuary, the same format that I was running in 2016. So the Lords and Landscapes, it'll see a new chapter release probably every 2 to 3 months. I'm not really sure, but it'll kind of fluctuate between that. So every 2 to 3 months, a new chapter will begin for Lords and Landscapes Fates, and for the Sanctuaries, the In-Between, a new chapter will probably be starting every month. If not every month, every 1 to 2 months. So I'm still carrying out that format. So that's what's going to be going on the websites. Here on the YouTube channel, obviously, doing more vlogs are an absolute priority. As a matter of fact, I did want to do this one outside today, but it is still really cold, and my dog, he just goes crazy outside, and I think he still wants to go outside right now. That's why he's being really nosy, or just wants to be a part of the video. But yeah, I did want to do an outside vlog, but then I would have to get bundled up, and then I'd have to set my tripod up. It's just too cold for that. So I'll probably do. I really do want to do a winter vlog, so I'll probably do one pretty soon. Hopefully, maybe before the end of the week, because I want to get in another vlog before the end of the week. I guess today's Sunday, so I guess you consider this the start of a new week. But also on the channel, nature music videos, aka NMVs. I'm gonna start doing again. I really miss doing those, and that's another thing that I didn't completely follow through with in 2016. I said I wanted to do at least one nature music video every month, since they kind of take a little while to edit depending on my ideas for it. They might take a little while to edit and chop up and stuff. But yeah, at least one a month. That's still my goal going through 2017. I really want to have those out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a whole lot of other stuff. There's a lot more content and stuff that I really want to do for the YouTube channel. Like, things just randomly pop up in my mind. I'm like, oh my god, I absolutely have to do that. But as far as things are going or are concerned moving forward for stuff that is sort of outside of the YouTube channel realm, obviously, like I said, Seasons and Archers Median, I'm still working on, which is the next story chapter from Seasons and Archers Prologue. That is still a winter through spring project, so it's not going to be fully finished. I want to say probably until the end of May. So if I start working vigorously on it right now, I could maybe get done with it a little bit earlier, maybe towards the end of April. But right now, since I haven't really been writing all that much, it's probably not going to be done until the end of May, to be very honest. So that is something that's going to keep me occupied for pretty much the next 5 or 6 months or so. So I'm in that for the long run. That is going to actually be the longest. Medium will be the longest entry within the Seasons and Archers storyline. So it'll be the longest entry. Coda, which will be the last one, will be the shortest, I think. So yeah, this is the longest one. Also, I want to say right now that I will be working on the Prologue Plains poetry collection. This one will be really small, and I will sort of tie in a download where you can just get the Ice Cave poetry collection and the Prologue Plains poetry collection all in one, since when the Ice Cave was happening on the Advent Entries, the first Advent Entries site back in like 2011, 2012, when the Ice Cave was going on, the Prologue Plains was sort of a side continuation of the Ice Cave. In a way, it was sort of an epilogue of the Ice Cave. So I kind of want to continue that tradition and just bundle the poetry collections together when that's done. So the poetry collection for the Prologue Plains will be really small. I guess I probably should have made a dedicated video on that, but I kind of just wanted to mention that that's going to be something I'll be working on this spring and this summer as well. But and then also, I'm really happy to say that next week I'm returning to working on music again. It's been a really, really, really long time since I've ever produced anything. I've only produced one track, which I actually consider to be canon, I guess, and I actually consider to be finished, which was Intro to Spectrums. And unfortunately, I found out that SoundCloud deleted it from my account. It's literally not on my SoundCloud account anymore. My mixes are on my old SoundCloud account, but that track isn't. It's gone. I don't know why they deleted it, but it's gone. And what's even funnier is that there are literally no presets using that track. I made all those sounds by myself. So it's gone. But I think it's stored somewhere on my computer somewhere, but I will have to dig through a lot of files to find it. But that is the one and only track that I actually produced from scratch and finished and I guess mastered and mixed on my own to the best of my abilities, and it's gone. So I have to find the file somewhere. But yeah, starting this week I will be starting to produce music again. I really don't know when I will have like something solid out, like an EP or anything, but I'll be vigorously working on music once again. I'm really excited to do that because there are a ton of ideas in my head, a lot of stuff that I want to work on. And not only that, but I have a lot to learn when it comes to music production. I do have a lot of experience with the DAW that I work with, but I don't have a lot of experience producing music and, music theory knowledge and stuff like that. So it takes a lot longer for me to come up with stuff and finish stuff than would the average composer or average producer. It takes me a very long time because I don't have that background music theory knowledge. So I kind of figure out things as I go. And you know, when I'm making my sounds from scratch, it takes like, I guess, triple amount of time that it would take a your average producer. Since you know, I don't work with, I've never done anything sound design related. I haven't taken any sound design classes. Um, at the moment, I still want to, but I just don't know if I will have the time for it. I don't know if I can literally fit that into my day-to-day schedule, especially if I want to get all the stuff done that I want to get done. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the stuff that I'll be working on coming up. Um, and I guess to go back to the whole YouTube thing, um, I'm going to be doing a lot of different videos on this channel that aren't exactly going to coincide with the Avid Entries related content that's going on the website or the stuff that I'm writing on the website. Um, yeah, I think it's important to say this now because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. There's a lot of crazy stuff. It's mostly all political related, but a lot of stuff is also being uncovered. We are in a very important time in history, and I think it would be foolish of me not to use this platform to cover it. Um, the Avid Entries has always been about, in my opinion, it's always been about um, unveiling things that are usually hidden. And while I do like aim for the stuff I write to be a little cryptic to like make you think a little bit, I try my best to make it like that. That's the kind of stuff that I personally enjoy reading. So obviously I'm going to write stuff in the style that I enjoy to read. So that's sort of how my writing is, even if it's not the best. But you know, that theme of crypticness and um, unveiling secrets, that kind of thing has always been the style with the Avid Entry. So I feel like it would be foolish for me not to cover videos about stuff like that that's literally happening in our everyday lives. So you know, like I said, there in the past, I do want to do more videos that are more metaphysical focused. Um, it's literally like another interest that I've sort of been heavily researching into and getting into, like I guess you could say getting into the community with like I don't know, like a few years ago or a few years now. So you know, I've been like learning about this kind of stuff for a few years now, 2 to 3 years. So I feel like it'd be really good for me to start making videos on that kind of stuff. So you can definitely expect that kind of stuff very, very, very soon as well. I just don't like it when my videos turn out as unorganized as this one has, just turning into a complete rant and covering literally anything that comes to mind. Um, so with that said, I think I will probably end this now. Um, yeah, I think this will probably be a good time to end it. But there's a lot of things going on in 2017, and 2017 is an extremely important year. As a matter of fact, I will take everything back that I just said, and I will forget everything that I just said. It doesn't even matter. Just know this: 2017 is the most important year of my entire life. I can't see into the future, obviously, but I have coined 2017 to be the most important year of my entire life. So, um, I don't want to say that there's no room for mistakes because everybody makes mistakes, but there's no room for stagnation. There's no room for, I guess, in a sense, hesitation. There's no room for fear. There's no room for any of that, really. Anything to hold you back. There's 2017, I have to expand as much as I possibly can. Um, and I don't mean that in the sense of, you know, grow an audience. I mean, like, as a being. So, hopefully that makes sense. I don't really know. But that's going to do it for this giant update vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you ever check out any of these videos, or if you've checked out this channel, or if you're watching this now, and you've watched this till the end, I really appreciate it if you actually watch this till the end. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, guys, please consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel if you want. Check out the other videos. If this stuff seems something that you're interested in, drop a sub, because a lot more stuff is on the way, and I cannot wait to get back to making videos for you guys once again. And yeah, you guys take care. You guys have a good week. and I'll see you guys in the next update.